What if I told you that $10,000 invested in 2015 could be worth $124,000 today? While most investors played it safe with diversified funds, one 26-stock ETF delivered returns that seem almost impossible. Breaking all the rules pays off big. Stay with me because by the end of this video, you'll understand why concentration might just be the most misunderstood concept in investing. Give me a like if this caught your attention, and hit subscribe because we're just getting started. Let me take you back to 2015. You're standing at a crossroads with $10,000 to invest, and you have three very different paths in front of you. Each represents a completely different investment philosophy, and your choice is about to determine whether you retire early or keep working into your 70s. Path number 1 is SCHG, the Schwab US Large Cap Growth ETF. This is what I call the safe player. It holds over 225 different stocks, charges you just 0.04% in fees, and follows the tried-and-true wisdom of diversification. Your financial advisor probably loves this fund. It's the investment equivalent of wearing a seatbelt, buying insurance, and always looking both ways before crossing the street. Safe, sensible, and thoroughly predictable. Path number 2 is VGT, the Vanguard Information Technology ETF. This is the middle ground. It focuses on technology companies but still holds over 325 different stocks to spread your risk. With a 0.10% expense ratio, it's still cheap to own. This fund is for investors who believe technology is the future but don't want to put all their eggs in one basket. It's like being bullish on tech while still keeping your safety net intact. And then there's path number 3, SMH, the VanEck Semiconductor ETF. This is what I call the wild card. It holds just 26 stocks, all focused on one specific industry, semiconductors. It charges the highest fees at 0.35%, and conventional wisdom says it's way too risky. This fund violates every rule about diversification that you've ever heard. It's the investment equivalent of going all in on a poker hand. So here's the question that was facing every investor in 2015. Do you play it safe with broad diversification, find a middle ground with tech exposure, or break all the rules and concentrate on one industry? Most investors chose safety. Most investors were wrong. From 2015 to 2020, all three funds were performing well, but SMH was quietly building something extraordinary. While SCHG was delivering steady, predictable returns and VGT was riding the general tech wave, SMH was positioned at the epicenter of a revolution that most people didn't even see coming. You see, semiconductors aren't just computer chips. They're the foundation of everything digital in our world. Every smartphone, every car, every data center, every artificial intelligence system. They all depend on semiconductors. And SMH wasn't just investing in any semiconductor companies. It was investing in the best ones, with NVIDIA making up over 22% of the fund. Then 2020 hit, and everything changed. The pandemic accelerated digital transformation by decades overnight. Everyone was working from home, streaming videos, and buying everything online. But that was just the beginning. In late 2022, something called ChatGPT launched, and suddenly the entire world woke up to the power of artificial intelligence. Here's where SMH's concentrated approach became its superpower. While SCHG was spread across hundreds of stocks in different industries, and VGT was diluted across the entire tech sector, SMH was laser-focused on the one industry that would power the AI revolution. When NVIDIA's stock price exploded because of AI demand, it didn't just help SMH, it supercharged it. The numbers tell the story better than I ever could. Over the past 10 years, SMH delivered an average annual return of 27.6%. That's not a typo. 27.6% per year, year after year, for a decade. VGT, with all its diversification across tech, managed 21.6%. Still excellent, but significantly lower. And SCHG, with its broad diversification across all growth stocks, delivered 16.7%. But here's what makes this story even more incredible. SMH didn't just win in the long term, it's been winning consistently. In the past 5 years alone, it's averaged 30.4% annual returns. Even in the most recent year, 2024 to 2025, SMH delivered 33.4% returns, while SCHG managed 26% and VGT delivered 23.3%. Now, I need to be honest with you about the price of this success. SMH's concentration made it incredibly volatile. During market sell-offs, this fund could drop 50% from its peaks. Imagine watching half of your investment disappear in a matter of weeks. Most investors couldn't handle that emotional roller coaster. They sold at the bottom and missed the incredible recoveries. There's also the geopolitical risk. Taiwan Semiconductor makes up nearly 11% of SMH, and with tensions between Taiwan and China, that's not exactly a comfortable position. The entire semiconductor industry is also cyclical, meaning it goes through boom and bust periods that can be brutal for investors who don't understand the cycles. Let's talk about what these numbers actually mean in real dollars and cents, because this is where the story gets truly shocking. If you had invested $10,000 in each of these funds back in 2015, here's where you'd be today. Your $10,000 in SCHG, the safe and diversified choice, would be worth approximately $47,000. That's a solid return that beat the broader market and most professional money managers. Your financial advisor would be proud, and you'd have every right to be satisfied with that performance. Your $10,000 in VGT, the middle ground tech play, would be worth about $59,600. Even better performance, and you captured the growth of the technology sector without taking excessive risks. You beat both the market and the diversified growth approach. But your $10,000 in SMH, the concentrated semiconductor play that everyone said was too risky, would be worth approximately $124,000. Read that number again. $124,000 from a $10,000 investment in just 10 years. This means SMH didn't just beat the other funds, it obliterated them. While SCHG gave you a 370% total return and VGT delivered 496%, SMH delivered a mind-blowing 1,140% return. And this isn't some cherry-picked time period or survivorship bias. This is a 10-year track record that includes multiple market crashes, a global pandemic, and various economic uncertainties. But here's what's really fascinating about this story. The conventional wisdom says that SMH's performance came at the cost of much higher risk. And technically, that's true. SMH was more volatile. But here's the question that challenges everything we think we know about risk. Is volatility really risk if you never have to sell? Think about it this way. If you bought SMH in 2015 and held it until today, every single dip, crash, and scary headline was ultimately just noise. The real risk wasn't the day-to-day volatility, it was the risk of missing out on one of the greatest investment opportunities of our generation. This reveals a fundamental truth about investing that most people never grasp. The biggest risk isn't losing money in the short term. The biggest risk is not making enough money in the long term to achieve your financial goals. SMH's volatility was the price of admission to life-changing returns. And here's another uncomfortable truth that this story reveals. Diversification, the golden rule of investing that everyone preaches, can actually work against you. When you spread your money across hundreds of stocks in dozens of industries, you're guaranteed to own both the winners and the losers. You're diversifying away your chances of exceptional returns. SMH took the opposite approach. It concentrated on one industry, picked the best companies in that industry, and rode the wave of a massive technological transformation. Yes, it could have failed spectacularly, but it didn't. And the investors who had the courage to concentrate their bets were rewarded beyond their wildest dreams. So what can every investor learn from SMH's incredible story? The lessons here go far beyond just picking the right ETF. They challenge some of our most fundamental assumptions about how investing actually works. First, for aggressive investors, SMH teaches us about the power of conviction plays. When you truly understand a megatrend, like the digitization of everything or the rise of artificial intelligence, concentrating your investments can be incredibly rewarding. But this requires more than just picking a hot sector. It requires deep research, strong conviction, and the emotional fortitude to ride through the inevitable volatility. SMH worked because semiconductors really were becoming the foundation of the modern economy, and the fund was positioned in the best companies within that industry. For conservative investors, VGT offers a valuable lesson about targeted diversification. You don't have to go as concentrated as SMH to benefit from major technological trends. VGT still delivered exceptional returns, turning $10,000 into nearly $60,000, while maintaining much broader diversification across the entire technology sector. It's proof that you can be both prudent and growth-oriented at the same time. For beginning investors, SCHG demonstrates that even the boring approach of broad diversification can build substantial wealth over time. Turning $10,000 into $47,000 in 10 years is nothing to scoff at. It beat inflation by a wide margin and outperformed most professional money managers. Sometimes the tortoise really does win the race, even if it doesn't make for exciting stories. But here's the critical question that every investor needs to ask themselves in 2025. Is the semiconductor supercycle over, or are we still in the early innings? The AI revolution is still unfolding. Autonomous vehicles are becoming reality. The Internet of Things is connecting everything. Data centers are being built at an unprecedented pace. All of these trends require more and more advanced semiconductors. However, there are also significant challenges ahead. The geopolitical tensions between the US and China continue to escalate, with semiconductors at the center of the conflict. Taiwan, which produces the world's most advanced chips, remains a potential flashpoint. The industry is also notorious for its boom and bust cycles, and some analysts argue that we're due for a correction. Furthermore, the concentration that made SMH so successful also makes it vulnerable. NVIDIA alone represents over 22% of the fund, and Taiwan Semiconductor adds another 11%. If either of these companies faces significant challenges, or if the AI boom slows down, SMH could face substantial headwinds. This brings us to one of the most important investment principles of all: understanding your own risk tolerance and investment timeline. SMH's incredible returns came with incredible volatility. There were periods where investors watched their portfolios drop by 30, 40, or even 50%. If you're someone who checks your investments daily and panics during market downturns, SMH is probably not for you, regardless of its long-term performance. On the other hand, if you're investing for the long term, have a strong stomach for volatility, and truly believe in the continued growth of the semiconductor industry, SMH's track record suggests that concentration can indeed be a powerful wealth-building strategy. The story of SMH also highlights the importance of understanding what you own. This isn't just a technology fund, it's a bet on a specific industry within technology. The companies in SMH design and manufacture the chips that power everything from smartphones to supercomputers. They're not just riding the tech wave, they're creating the foundation that makes the tech wave possible. So here's my final question for you, and I want you to really think about this. Would you rather own 26 stocks that could change your life, or 325 stocks that help you sleep at night? Because SMH's story teaches us that in investing, sometimes the biggest risk is not taking enough risk. The investors who chose safety with SCHG still made money. Good money, in fact. The investors who chose the middle ground with VGT made even more. But the investors who had the courage to concentrate their bets with SMH made life-changing money. They turned a modest $10,000 investment into enough money to buy a house, pay for their children's education, or retire years earlier than planned. This doesn't mean everyone should rush out and buy SMH tomorrow. Past performance never guarantees future results, and what worked over the past 10 years might not work over the next 10. But it does mean we need to challenge our assumptions about risk, diversification, and what it really takes to build significant wealth through investing. The choice, as always, is yours. But now you know what's possible when you have the courage to concentrate, the wisdom to pick the right trend, and the patience to ride it out. Let me know in the comments which approach resonates with you. Are you team concentration, team diversification, or somewhere in between? And don't forget to subscribe for more investing insights that actually matter, because the next decade is going to bring opportunities that we can't even imagine yet.